Hello everyone, Disney Dude here. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel for more content, and hit that thumbs up if you like the video. So, now we have an official closing date now for parts of Dino Land USA over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So, Disney has confirmed that Dino Land, Dino Land USA will be closing in phases, starting Sunday. Depending on when you're watching this, today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. So, if you can, I would come and say your last goodbyes to parts of Dino Land USA. What's closing is the Boneyard and Chester and Hester's Dino Spin, Triceratops Spin, and Fossil Fun Games, I believe, is closing, and the prizes as well at Dino Land USA. I believe that all of those are closing on Sunday. So we're, gonna start. So Sunday is gonna be a lot of construction walls and things. So just so you are aware, Sunday is when they're closing some of that. Saturday today is the last day for you to visit. So I'm going to Animal Kingdom today. So I'll be, I never did, Fossil Fun Games or Triceratops Spin or any of the arcade games. So I'm not that part of Dino Land is, it doesn't really mean anything to me. It's just carnival games and such. So, I really won't miss it. But a lot of you folks may. So, just so you know, today is the last day you can visit these attractions. Okay, Disney has already said that the ride Dinosaur will be open through all of 2025. So, which is great. So you have plenty of time. You still have plenty of time to come and say goodbye to Dinosaur. I hope that Dinosaur is one of those attractions, though, that doesn't limp toward the finish line. I remember Splash Mountain was like that. Splash Mountain was really bad on its last day. It was really bad. I didn't get to make that. I didn't get to experience it on the last day, but I did see a lot of POV footage, and the ride looked rough. It looked really bad. So I really hope that doesn't happen to Dinosaur, because I really like Dinosaur. So I hope it's not one of these attractions that, kind of, limps towards the finish line. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I really like that Disney is giving us a full year to say goodbye to Dinosaur. Okay, I've already been through that whole thing, with this, the good regime versus the bad regime. Okay, so I've already done all that so I don't need to bother you with that again. Bore you with that again. So, but I'm really happy that Dinosaur is staying open through all of this year. But I hope it's not, like Splash Mountain, where, like, toward the end, the last, couple months, the ride's kind of like limping toward the finish line, like, I'm getting there. Okay, so, so I really hope that it's not like that. So I'm just gonna have to, gonna have to wait and see on that one. So, um, um, you know, in other news, the if you're heading to the parks early, just be on the side of caution that this is a marathon race weekend at the Walt Disney World Resort. So just keep that in mind. EPCOT is going to be opening at 10 instead of 9 to accommodate the race. So just keep that in mind to give yourself, plenty of extra time to get to your destination. Like I said, I'm going to Animal Kingdom tomorrow. I live all the way in Melbourne, so it takes me, a little over an hour to get to the theme parks. So, I won't be, I won't be at Animal Kingdom really till a little after 10:30. So, hopefully the race will be done, and I don't have to fight that whole traffic. So we'll just have to, I'll just, just have to wait and see. But just keep that in mind. If you are heading to the parks tomorrow early, keep that in mind. Keep in mind that it is a race weekend, and just allow yourself a little extra time. Okay, so just to give you fair warning, okay? So, now for my next story, I still see a lot of people online in the discourse, really upset that Tom Sawyer Island and the riverboat is closing. They say that it's a part of Magic Kingdom history, and how dare they? Why would they close it? And blah blah blah. Look, I'm going to be perfectly honest here, okay? The riverboat and Tom Sawyer Island probably really don't mean a lot to people, okay? They probably don't really mean a lot to people. This Walt Disney World has the least knowledgeable people that visits these theme parks. So, I've said all along, you have to build things that they understand. Otherwise, they're not going to come. Okay? So, putting in that Cars attraction, and putting in 2 Cars attractions, I think that's going to draw people in. Tom Sawyer Island, and the riverboat, they don't draw people in. People don't get it. And, they're like, why is there a riverboat here? Why is, what's Tom Sawyer Island? What is that? So, it's, people, people, you need to get over that. You need to get over that, okay? Because it's it you know it Tom Sawyer Island and the riverboat really don't do anything, for most people at the Magic Kingdom. Okay, they just don't. So, and then you get a family from another state or another country, and they come and they look at the riverboat and they're like, "What? Why is there a riverboat?" And then they take the riverboat, or they take the rafts to Tom Sawyer Island. What is that? I don't know what that is. So I don't understand it. So, so I think that getting rid of those two attractions and putting in two cars themed attractions is gonna work. It's gonna draw people in. I'm just not. I'm not. I still don't know how I feel about the one car's attraction being trackless. I still don't know how I feel about that. Because one, it's outside, okay? So I assume this whole ride's going to be outside, okay? In the Florida elements where, it rains, almost every day. So I don't understand the reasoning behind that. Is that going to mess up everything? How would a ride run in the rain if it's trackless? Okay, I don't know. Maybe there's something I don't know. I'm not an engineer, so I can't speak on that. But in my mind, it just doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right, and who knows? Maybe I'll be, once they build these, maybe it'll change my mind. Who knows? I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see on that one. Now that Florida has approved of the updated plans to get rid of the riverboat and such, we're just gonna have to wait and see. So, will it be good? I don't know. But in my mind, having a trackless ride outside, either in the heat or the rain, just doesn't. I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't. And then the last story I want to talk about is Communicor Hall. Okay, Communicor Hall at EPCOT is that building pretty much to, what is it? I believe it's, is it the left or the right? I can't remember. But anyway, it's a building that was built to handle the overflow of festival happenings. So like merchandise and food and seating area and such. When I had never been in it. I had never been into Communicor Hall. I hadn't. So I walked in, and it was the most bland, dreary thing I had ever been in my life. I mean, Disney. How many times do we have to say this? Please don't make everything look like a Starbucks inside. You walk in and it looks like a Starbucks. It's unthemed. It's a big empty room with a whole lot of nothing. A whole lot of nothing. And it's used for, like overflow festival stuff. I mean, come on. You honestly couldn't have put together a different looking building? I mean, that building looks like garbage. It looks like garbage. Okay? And speaking of which, I haven't been in that Mickey and Friends meet and greet either, but the outside building looks exactly the same. It looks exactly the same. It's like, as much as I love Connections Eatery and Cafe, it's the same thing. It's white, it's plain, it looks like a Starbucks. So come on, Disney. I mean, how many times are you going to build things that look like Starbucks, yeah, on the inside? Okay, I'm going to go into this, big white building. I wonder what it's going to look like inside. Oh, surprise! It looks like a Starbucks. I mean, seriously? Seriously? So, Disney, you need to be better about theming these areas. You need to be a whole lot better about, theming your areas. Okay? The reason why, like places like Cosmic Rays or Sleepy Hollow Refreshments, or Sci-Fi Dining, the reason why those places work is because they are themed. They are themed. Sci-Fi Dine-In movies. Sci-Fi Dine-In is a takeoff on the old 1950s drive-in movie theaters, where you would go and you would order your food and you'd sit in your car and you would watch a movie on a giant screen. Okay? And you walk into Cosmic Rays, Starlight Cafe, and it looks like it belongs there. It looks like it belongs there because everything is themed to Tomorrowland. You have Sonny Eclipse playing his, amazing Astro organ in the middle of the dining area. And it looks like it fits. Okay, Sleepy Hollow Refreshments, even though it's just a little quick service restaurant, it's very themed. It's themed to that old colloquial times in American history. Okay, where it would in the 1700s, 1800s. Okay, so we know it can be done. Okay, it can be done. So Disney, I'm not being unreasonable. You don't need to tear down any of these buildings and start over. But what I'm asking you is, you need to start building things that are themed. You need to start building areas, whether they're restaurants, whether they're, attractions, whether they're just little extra areas. You just need to theme them. You need to theme them so that illusion is never broken. Okay? So that illusion is never broken. So, so that way the next time, if I were to walk into Connections Eatery and Cafe and you themed it to, like, the original version of EPCOT, it would have been fine. It would have been fine. It would have fit into the theme of EPCOT, but you didn't. Okay? You didn't, and it looks like a Starbucks. Okay? I'm not going to say it's complete garbage because I really like the food there, but I mean, that Communicor Plaza building for the Communicor Hall for the extra space for the festivals, that's garbage. That is garbage, and Disney should be ashamed of themselves. They should be ashamed of themselves for building that bland, totally unthemed piece of garbage right in the middle of EPCOT. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be honest with you there. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. It looks like garbage. Okay, so Disney, you really need to think about when you theme these either restaurants or festival areas or whatever. Okay, so please just keep that in mind when you're theming these areas. Okay, so that's that that's that's my rant on that. um Nothing else to really talk about for now. Like I said, I am going to Animal Kingdom today. And I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna walk around and see Chester and Hester's Dino, di, Chester and Hester's Dinorama for one last time. Maybe I'll take a ride on Triceratops spin just to say I've done it. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So, but just keep that in mind that Sunday is that, or I should say, today, Saturday, is the last day you can go to some of the areas in Dino Land, USA. So, I want to thank you guys very much for watching this video. Again, if you like this video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to my channel for more content. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. You guys have a magical rest of your day. And we will see you real soon.